Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction video on my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, today with the StarvHarv reaction, this is Annihilating American History with Bad Translations. Now, on the playlist, this is one of the last ones, but I did hear from one of you guys in the comments that there are actually videos that are not part of this playlist, so we're actually not done that quickly. Good, so we have even more. As always, a link to the original video is down in the description below. Make sure you subscribe to StarvHarv and support him for his great videos. And oh, this one's even 1440p. Nice. Okay, let's get started. Here we go.
I translated Wikipedia's timeline of American history from Christopher Columbus all the way to the modern day, using languages with terrible translation quality, and this was the result. On October the 12th, 1492, 3 Spanish ships under Christopher Columbus, whose name is San Salvador, landed on the island of Gohani. On November the 14th, 1493, the Spanish truck was led by the Holy Cross, Columbus. I like how it's not a Spanish truck, it's the Spanish truck. On November 19th, 1493, Columbus, copyright, landed on the island of Dabergen, a key island in San Juan Bautista, now part of Cambodia and the United States. How does Cambodia always have this, like, global reach? How does that even work? How do they share the island? On Easter Sunday,
Communism.
April 2nd, 1513, the Spanish invasion, led by Juan Ponce de la Aslam, later danced. It landed on a huge island known as the Mainland Island, where it was named Pasquia, Florida, now the Florida Cup Party.
Nice.
On March the 6th, 1521, 3 Spanish ships under Ferdinand Magellan landed in Guam after a full weekend.
Wait, what is that picture here?
Under Ferdinand
Bro, what is that? Okay.
Magellan landed in Guam after a full weekend cruise across the Pacific Ocean. It was like really nice. He's having like pina coladas and stuff. On September 28th,
and the iPhone in 1400,
a Spanish aircraft led by Juan Rodriguez Gabrilo was in the Pacific. The parachute was deployed into the woods, where it was named San Miguel, St. Michael, now San Diego, California. Wow. In the 1560s, the French invasion, led by Dominique
the French invasion
destroyed the Poeti San Mateo and 27 euros.
Damn. That's like 2 kebabs in the current economy. Maybe not quite that extreme, but 27 euros is not much, and in this day and age it's even worth less.
1580, Spain, Portugal, Italy, and Malawi, Lithuania.
Wait. That is the greatest Italy flag I've ever seen in my life. They should adapt that. And the other one, where I'm in the way, of course. That is a cool flag. It's kind of confusing, but it does look kind of cool. Imagine they're playing football. What color would their kits be if this is your flag? Like just get all the paint buckets and dip them in there. What color would you choose for your kids, for your shirts to wear? In Spain, looks like discount England here. In Portugal, they've just given up. They just don't need a color anymore.
Introduced a new
it's Greek the country of the white.
On October the 15th, 1582. What is this strange joining of countries? Look how copyright that is. That is 3 copyright. On
Damn.
March 4th, 1629,
Be careful you're not getting sued.
Of England gave Queen a New England card to take charge of a company in Metchat Bay. Who's King Charles V? In May 1662, King Charles II of England declared the river a Connecticut team. In 1663, King Charles II of England began a dispute over the planting of trees in Rhode Island and Pride. January the 5th, 1666, Cologne, Connecticut joins New Hanoi.
Cologne, Connecticut,
Sorry,
what?
In the 1670s, it was Anglo-Dutch World War III. The Dutch fleet captured New York in August 1673 under Cornelius Everest de Johnson. The Dutch military government in the Netherlands, 1673 euros.
Now that's quite a lot.
1674.
1,673 euros. That's a lot. That's more than my car cost me back in 2020. That is quite a lot.
August the 10th, 1680, the Pueblo Rebel took place on September
Yo, the
14th,
Battlefront 2
copyright,
rebels.
1680, copyright.
Everything's
At
copyright.
the San Francisco de Nuevo Margico Stadium, on August the 10th, 1680, the Pope led a rebellion of Pampa against Spanish capital, European culture and race.
What?
The what, Judge?
Oi. Come on, say it out, say it loud. Come on, StarvHarv, say it out loud, come on.
On June the 3rd, 1686, the United States had 18 euros in the capital.
Why do they all already have
On the
euros?
9th of September 1686, the Wrong Islands and the Royal Dynasty and the Connecticut Party joined New England. On the 9th of September 1686, they're the Wrong Islands, sorry. The decline of the Vietnamese government, the colony of Massachusetts. So like we got Cambodia and now Vietnam. 1770s, Spain was founded as a colony of Los Angeles, California, and was founded from March the 3rd to the 26th, 1804. I think Spain was like maybe destroyed, and now California is now recolonized. On May the 20th,
What is going on?
The Constitution of the Republic of Cambodia was adopted by the government of Massachusetts. That's when Cambodia dumped the tea into the harbor. On July 4th, 1776, when independence was declared from the United States. On January the 15th,
from the United States,
Britain declared independence. They're like, no.
Wait. Okay, this is an interesting development. Now we have Britain declaring independence from the Americans. They're like, you're such a disappointing colony. We don't want nothing to do with you. You're on your own. We just twisted history completely. Damn. Okay.
On June the 2nd, 1717, the new Democratic Republic of the Laos People's Republic was named Vermont.
I like that background music, by the way.
Guangdong. Of March the 4th, the 10th American Civil Rights Act went into effect on December the 15th, 1791. It's progressive. Indiana geography was created. 7. First Babylonian War.
There's euros again.
Indiana.
Quasi-war. 1,798 euros. Why do they all already have euros? Meanwhile, in Europe, the idea of the EU and the euro wasn't even a thing back then. But the Americans already had the euro.
Indiana geography was created. 7. First Babylonian War from 1801 to 1805. The North Ohio
That's
River
a little
was
late, don't you think?
by the European Union as the Ohio River.
The European Union, why is it here?
Do they need the European Union involved for that?
I don't know.
Battle
Apparently
of
they do.
Figs in October 1804.
Battle of Figs. You've seen it all now. Yo, this montage is kinda... Ooh! What is going on, bro?
The Middle East was...
That was a better cinematic masterpiece than Snow White. But to be fair, the bar is pretty low with that. I think everyone can top that.
Was organized and the Saskatchewan area was established on
The Middle East was
1st,
organized,
1804.
thankfully.
Where does the Middle East get involved? On October the 27th, 1810, he became Florida ambassador to the United States. the War of God in 1811. On June 18th, 1812, Britain and Ireland declared war. On August the 24th, 1814, there was a fire in Washington State. I don't think Washington State exists yet. There was a fire. 1-2-Why? The United States declared the Algerian War on the 3rd of March, 1815. On the 11th of December, 1816, Indiana recognized Indiana. Thanks, Indiana. Thanks for the update.
About time.
1840s, the Apostle Paul wrote, "We rejoice that Jehovah has used his organization for all nations." Good. Florida was certified as Florida on March 3rd, 1845. Pollock became 11th President of the United States on March the 4th, 1845. On July 20th, 1846,
now they made
Fidel
a fish
Harbor
the president.
arrived at the port of Japan.
Fidel
on
Harbor,
May the 29th,
what?
1848, he was dispatched to the Wisconsin Union, 30th, southwest of the Wisconsin Plains. Croatia Valley on August the 14th, 1848. Miller Billmore.
Why is he laughing? Am I missing something? Oh!
On July the 14th, 1853, she set out for Paris in the port of Oka, Japan. Huge.
That's a long way.
No. He died of a knee injury on December the 29th.
Yo! It's the Skyrim meme. An arrow to the knee. Damn. He went through all of that just to die of a knee injury. But he's gonna come back, obviously.
Jehovah's Witness in your congregation will be happy to help you in your education. Mount Sinai.
Bro, even in YouTube videos, they're looking out for us.
In your congregation will be happy.
Jehovah's Witnesses in your congregation will be happy to help you in your education. Thank you, but no. Even in YouTube videos, they're looking for us. What?
To help you in your education, Mount Sinai was
Hell
killed
no.
on September 11th, 1857. February the 4th, 1861.
Wait, September 11th.
7 slaves from South Carolina, Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, and Texas founded the American.
If you think about it, Mississippi has got to be one of the weirdest fucking names. They're just a couple letters that they're repeating over and over again to finally get a name. What do we have? We have an M, I, S, and a P. And they're just repeating it as often as possible to get an actual name out of it. If you think about it, it's quite funny and weird.
Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, and Texas founded the American tribes. What actually happened there? So that's the formation of the Confederate States, but instead it's like a group of slaves making a tribe. So, On April 9th, 1865, the United Nations passed a law to close the sea. Denia became the 11th state to leave the Union. Who? Who invited blood, bro? Thinks he's on the team.
Who? What is
the
Denia?
European Union need to recognize Nevada. Nebraska joined
EU.
the European Union on March the 1st, 1867. The United States invaded North Korea June the 10th, 1871. On the 4th of July, 1876, to mark the 70th anniversary of the United States, John Island heard the news. What a good way to celebrate. Garfield became the 20th president of the United States.
That's cool. That's cool.
Hawaii was born on July the 7th, 1898. Little baby Hawaii, there he is. From January 22nd, 1903 to August the 15th, 1914, the United States had the opportunity to create a way through the Panama Isle of Massachusetts. The US Nashville Navy vessel undermined Colombia's efforts and recruited a service team to cover the lives and service of Jesus. On January 17th, 1917, the United States bought the West Indies from Denmark. This is the whole thing is theirs now. And Denmark used to have it. Why is it important to have a balancing study of the Holy Ghost? Announcement of the war on Germans.
Wait, what?
April 6th, 1917. Why? Please.
Why?
April
It's always us, bro.
1941. The United States was protected by Khalid Nut. Who's Khalid's Nut? Khalid Nut. September 1939 to September 1945, so World War II. On October the 3rd, 1935, the Italian Empire invaded Egypt. On September 1st, 1939, Reich invaded Poland, attacked by Empire Pearl, that's their online name. On December 11th, 1941, the United States declared the War of Germany and the Italian Empire. Your group will be happy to help you study.
What?
Allied forces invaded Charles on July 9th, 1943. Not Charles. Anybody but Charles. July 6th, 1944. Allied forces invaded Normandy. It's just usual. From November 3rd, 19...
Okay. For the record, can you invade a country unnormally or abnormally? Because how would that look? How would that look like if you if you invade a country not normally? Is there a proper procedure that you have to follow, and if you don't follow, it's not normal? What? How does that work?
To April 15th, 1945, Japan launched an intercontinental ballistic missile into the northwestern United States. Damn, they're really fighting back.
What? We are really rewriting history here in this video. Damn. This is like a what-if scenario, the separate timeline. What?
No. I got some bad news about the Lithuania-Malawi. Malawi was destroyed on April 20th, 1946. Rip. Your group will be happy to help you study.
Bro, it's the Jehovah's Witnesses.
No, you told me several times.
They cannot stop.
The United States continues to send gymnastic forces to the Republic of Vietnam.
How it works.
From 1968 to 1970, Americans concealed Vietnam's wishes in Cambodia Hamburger Hill.
Great.
On March the 27th, 1973, a sorcerer was expelled from the People's Republic of Vietnam. Get out of here!
A single sorcerer.
On February the 7th, 1962, United States banned Cuba. It's over.
What?
Neil Armstrong
How does that work?
and Bess Aldrin were the first to walk on the moon in July 2009. They were pretty old though. On December the 11th, 1972,
Took them some time.
Eugene Cernan and Harrison Schmitt became the last Apollo astronaut to put their feet on the moon. Ugh. Why do you have to say it like that? Cambodia celebrated the two-day US National Day on July the 4th, 1976. Thanks, Cambodia. Didn't we just bomb you? But thanks anyway. Cambodia.
They've been liberated.
They're just happy to help. Oh, I got some bad news. Helen died on May the 18th.
Oh no.
Shame. On February the 26th, 1984, he joined international forces in Lebanon.
Oh, he's back.
February the 28th, Islamic Republic of Cuba.
What?
On February the 24th,
Oh, hell no.
1991,
What?
The United States and its allies invaded Kuwait and Iraq. They were so annoyed by the Islamic Republic of Cuba.
They just had to go somewhere and start a war to vent their frustrations.
Sent humanitarian aid to Bosnia and George Gavina. Who's George Gavina? And then NATO
I don't know.
bomb. Yes. On December 19th, 1998, a US senator criticized Bill Clinton. On February 12th, 2019, US President Bill Clinton rejected the US Senate.
Damn.
It took him a while, but he worked it because they know.
The entire
On
Senate.
January the 29th, 2002, President George W. Bush declared Iran the new Iran. New Iran just dropped.
The 2.0 update is here.
States since 2006. Before they were good.
Honestly, that's very real.
All the time.
That's unfortunately very real.
On August 30th, 2021.
Did it really? Yo, another. Please don't shoot here. Figarius agree. Nice. I love how in the end he always puts a couple of seconds. So I have time to pause the video, because on some videos, on some channels, it doesn't, and it just immediately jumps to the next video on the playlist. That's great. This video was good. This video was good. I'm still bewildered how we just flipped history completely multiple times. How the UK declared independence from the US. How Japan decided to drop a bomb on the US. Thinking about it now, the US kind of took quite a beating in this video. Well, I guess you could consider this the alternate timeline. What would have happened? He died, but he obviously came back, because that's what he does. That was a good video. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Like I said, there isn't that much left. We absolutely... Bro, I'm always switching back into German. Motherfucker. Ruining Russian history with bad translations. We absolutely have to watch that. I think this could be amazing. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you all have a great day. And if you have videos you want me to watch, let me know down in the comments. And I wish all of you a great day. Take care. Until the next time. Bye.